Welcome back, my chosen ones. I hope that you're feeling so blessed and so loved. Today we're going to tap in. We're going to find out what messages we have for you. We do have Newton here. He is our spiritual assistant. He's going to bring in a lot of positive, calming energy to this reading. We're going to start out with an angel message, an angel number, and then we're going to move on to tarot. I hope that you guys are taking good care of yourself, loving yourself. Be very careful with your energy. The veil is extremely thin. We did shift and jump another timeline, so everything is going to feel a little bit different, but it does feel a lot lighter. And with this shift, the divine is saying, manifest your dreams. Angel number 4, 5, 6. You have the power to make things happen. It is time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you every step of the way. You have the ability to truly manifest every desire in your life. So the divine is saying, now is the time. Now is truly the time. Okay, let's find out what messages we have for you. Healing, receiving downloads, DNA healing, and quantum upgrades. So yeah, this is just confirming your shift. You may be feeling a lot lighter, where the stress is starting to leave your body, starting to exit your nervous system, because you definitely have been going through this immense healing. And look at, we have divine peace, spiritual alignment, becoming a healer. I feel like for a lot of you, you're stepping in to your next mission. And so a lot of your spiritual gifts are coming to the surface right now. Let's find out what messages we have for you with tarot. Okay, 10 of Wands. 3 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. I am going to use multiple decks here. 9 of Wands. Okay, there's something happening here. So let's tap in. Let's read the energy. With the 10 of Wands, I feel like this is you walking away from a burden, from a heavy responsibility. And as it's because it's right next to the 3 of Swords, I feel like this is definitely a past connection. Something that truly transformed your heart, but not in a way of enlightenment, but with a lot of pain, a lot of grief, a lot of suffering. I feel like you carried this person's load in life. Like you made sure that they were emotionally stable. You made sure that they were feeling good. I feel like this person put a lot of pressure on you to be something for them that they couldn't be for themselves. But you walked away from it. You definitely walked away. And I feel like you believed a lot in this person. You believed what they told you. Now you find out everything truly was a lie. I feel like you gave this person all of you, your complete heart. It wasn't like you were holding back anything. You couldn't understand how this person could deceive you the way that they did, especially after all that you've done for this person. I feel like you gave so much to this person. I feel like you were the light in this person's life, and they just completely took it for granted. They didn't see how valuable you were until now. I feel like because you walked away, they're feeling that loss. They're feeling the pain. They're feeling everything that you experienced when you truly found out about this person. I feel like your heart has been on guard ever since. You're extremely resilient, but you're so strong. And now I feel like you've learned a lot from this past experience, from this past connection. You no longer are going to allow people to manipulate you. You're standing in your truth. You're standing in your light. This is why you walked away, because you knew that you'd be selling yourself short if you would have stayed, that you would be miserable trying to make this other person happy, constantly giving your light. So you stood in your truth. You're standing firm with your boundaries. You no longer are going to accept breadcrumbs as love. You no longer going to allow people to lie. I feel like you knew that this person was a liar, that their stories were just completely made up of who and what they are, what they've accomplished, what they've done, what they're going to do. This person was very broken. and you felt like you could heal them, that you could mend them back together. But I definitely feel like this person now is feeling the pain of your absence, because you took everything with you. You took your light, you took your energy, the energy and the light that they truly needed. That was their supply. But they're feeling the weight of the world without you, because nobody's there to carry it. Even if they have other supplies, it's not the same as you. You've been this inspiration. They definitely felt your healing energy. It's like they knew that you knew things that most people don't, that you carried a divine presence about you. And for some of you, this was about abundance. This was about money that they wanted. And they knew that you carried all of this, all in one supply for them. And you gave so freely. You gave your time, your energy. I feel like all of your thoughts went towards this person. They felt that. You definitely filled this person up. They were attracted to you because of your divine light. You carry a certain frequency that can never be duplicated in this lifetime. And that's what they're realizing now, that you're not replaceable. You are definitely not replaceable. What messages do we have for the chosen ones, please? I feel like because we shift timelines and you're completely a different version of you, that a lot of people in your life, they're feeling your absence. They're feeling your withdrawal from them. You're no longer feeding them with your thoughts, your time, your energy. Okay, I'm going to use a different deck here. What messages do we have for the chosen ones, please? Look at this. 9 of Cups. Yeah, you were their wish fulfillment. You were their comfort. You were their happiness. You continuously filled their cups. You constantly gave. They're recognizing this about you now. They're recognizing how much you truly sacrificed for them. You sacrificed your own happiness, your well-being for them, your time. I felt like you were very drained after dealing with this person. But you were definitely their wish fulfillment. You gave them a sense of joy that they've never received. Even though they didn't acknowledge it at that time, they didn't take it in, they didn't recognize it. They just were still in that plotting phase of what more could they extract from you. But yeah, look at you, just constantly sacrificing. But I feel like you've healed a lot from this person. This was a very painful connection for you because you realized a lot about yourself. You realized how much you truly bend in connections, how much you truly give, how you let go of a lot of your boundaries to not hurt the other person. But that's how beautiful you are. You're constantly thinking of other people. You're constantly giving. You've been so many people's wish fulfillment in life. You've been their comfort. You've been their security. You've been their stability. You've truly been their light. Here we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I feel like this was a very demanding person in your life. They demanded your time. They demanded your energy. They demanded for you to give. Just, it may not be in words, but in their energy, in their presence. They might have pretended like they were this shy, almost covert type of person. But you knew the truth. You knew that internally there was an aggression. Internally, there was this demanding for people to constantly give to this person. You found out the truth. But within that truth, you saw yourself. You saw how much you constantly give. You saw that the boundaries that were crossed. And now it's like you're drawing the line in the sand saying, no, I'm standing to my truth. And for some of you, this is a lot of part of the reason why you're like, nope, I'm going into isolation. I'm no longer giving my heart. I'm no longer going to give my energy. I'm going to stand in my truth. And I have to do it. If I have to do it alone, then that's okay. And it is okay because you've truly healed in this isolation. But you see the truth. I feel like you saw it before. But you don't like confrontation. So it was just easier to kind of go with it and to bend. You're very flexible. But you're seeing the light, and they are losing their light. They're recognizing and feeling the absence of you now. And this definitely happens when we heal. So look at, we have 10 of Wands, and we have this twice. So again, this was a person that put a lot of responsibility, a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of chaos in your life. It's like you carried their weight. You carried their emotional well-being. You carried so much. And I feel like you've carried a lot in this lifetime. And this may have been a pattern in other relationships as well. Yeah. But you know what? This is what you've learned from. You learned from the weight of other people. You learned from carrying the responsibility, that you're no longer going to carry the burden. Because look at, you have one stick now as opposed to 10, where it's like, nope. And this is the truth. You're standing in your divine truth. You're seeing yourself now. Look how much you've healed. Look how much you've grown. Look how much you're no longer going to tolerate this type of energy. So this is wonderful. This was part of the karmic lesson as well, was seeing yourself. And you had to go through this. You had to go through this so you could truly see yourself. Yeah. Look at, we have strength, and we have 2 of Pentacles. And this represents balance. And I feel like you definitely were trying to balance their energy, your own energy. But it just put you on a place where the sea was so rocky. It was almost like you felt sick from the motion, just trying to balance out the energy. And this causes a lot of confusion. This causes a lot of stress. This can also cause depression, sadness, anxiety, fear, where your world, it just feels so out of control. But this is part of your past. And I feel like this was a divine lesson. But I do feel like the message is that this person who caused all of this pain is definitely feeling the weight of your absence. They're recognizing now who and what you are. They're recognizing how anointed you truly are, how powerful you are within your own light, that you didn't need anybody or anything to make you feel powerful like they did. They're seeing you in a completely different version. This doesn't mean that this person all of a sudden is going to be the right person for you. You already experienced that. You learned what you needed to learn from this person, and you're moving forward. You've already moved forward. You're letting go of the pain. You're healing the trauma. And because you've done so much healing, it was like the frequency changed within this connection. And now they're seeing you for who and what you truly are. They're seeing the strength that you carry. They're seeing that the control that you have in this lifetime. It's like they're jealous of who and what you are. And they can no longer control you. They can no longer manipulate you. They can no longer lie to you. They can no longer deceive from you. They can no longer take from you. Because you walked away, you showed them how strong you truly are. You showed them what self-love looks like. You showed them what self-worth looks like. And all of this lives within inside of you. You carry such a divine strength within you. You're never going to tolerate any type of nonsense in your life again. But this really did hurt your heart. But you've grown and you've learned so much from it. It was a very painful lesson. And I feel like this other person, whoever they are truly missing you. It could have been years. It could have been months since you've been apart from this person. But when you change your energy, when you shift, everything changes, even the dynamic of past relationships. So if this person reaches out to you, please remember that you are the one that changed, not them. They may see and feel the absence of your light now, but it doesn't mean that, okay, this door is sent to me so I can walk back in. That was a karmic lesson that you've already completed, because you truly are this natural born leader. You have this vision within you to have this peaceful life, this peaceful future. You're going to be definitely starting a new practice here, a new business, a new way of life. And you don't need any heavy energy. You don't need somebody from the past trying to weigh you down or trying to keep you down emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You're growing. You are the King of Wands. You have a lot of love. You have a lot of self-respect. You have a lot of dignity what they tried to just completely bypass. So you deserve happiness. You deserve love. Let's do some closeout cards here. What closeout cards do we have for the chosen ones? Look at the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. So yes, you are definitely moving forward, moving into these higher timelines. And it's right here, and you're feeling happier now than usual. You're feeling this lightness of this new frequency. And with the Ace of Cups, look at, you are being completely activated in this alignment. And here we have a heart. So love, the love that you deserve, the love that you've truly been missing is coming towards you right now. This is what you're attracting. Our energy, our aura attracts everything around us. So you're no longer attracting from a wounded heart. You're going to attract from this healed place, this loving version. So just know that happiness is truly coming towards you. Love is coming towards you. This is the love that you truly deserve. This is the love that you've been desiring, wanting. And it's going to match your frequency. It's no longer you giving. It's no longer you pouring into other people's cup. Okay, you guys, I'm very happy that you have this love, this happiness, this joy, this enlightenment coming towards you. And like I said, if somebody from the past reaches out, just please know that's not because they have done the work. You have done the work. What has changed was your frequency, your healing. Okay, you guys, sending you so much love and so much light. Here is your message, and we will see you tomorrow.